We are here to present our innovative product, Cyclie, which is a rental housing swap service. In the beginning, I could pose a question to all of you. Have you ever searched for a flat? I imagine that most students and workers living alone would say yes. Looking up properties on listing portals, conducting a property agency, and demonstrating financial reliability before making a contract. These are typical steps when finding a flat. Today, we are going to introduce a new service, Cyclie, which makes the entire process much efficient and effortless. Let's look at the problems tenants currently face. Firstly, they have to do their research and contact property agencies. According to the survey, Japanese tenants reached out to about 3 agencies on average. Moreover, they have limited access to properties. They only find vacant ones on portal sites, since properties are usually advertised only after being vacated. Additionally, online search and recommendation systems are far from perfect. 20% of Generation Z are dissatisfied with the current recommendation system on existing portal sites. That's where our solution, Cyclie, comes in. Cyclie is a web platform which allows each user to find a suitable property from a large pool consisting of properties currently occupied, with the help of a state-of-the-art game theory algorithm and an AI recommendation system. This is how our service Cyclie solves these problems. Instead of reaching out to multiple agencies, all they need to do is to sign up for Cyclie. By doing so, they gain access to properties currently occupied. We also provide them with a novel recommendation system powered by AI. Cyclie can also solve the problem landlords face. The average vacancy period for rented properties was about 4 months, even in Tokyo 23 wards. Cyclie achieved 0 vacancy period, since tenants simply stop their flats. And this is a flowchart of Cyclie from user side. Users receive an invitation from the current management company. They sign up for Cyclie and start searching properties on our platform. When the deadline comes, they submit a wish list and wait for matching. If matched, they move out and sign a new contract. If not matched, they have the option to withdraw from the platform. Finally, they complete moving procedures such as finally changing their address.
Now let's move on to demonstration. First, let's search for property. Set the desired conditions such as rent and size. For each condition, you can set the level of relative importance among them. You can also set the favorability for the interior features, which are estimated using AI. Okay, let's search using these conditions. Here see the results. These results are ordered by the closest match to your preferences. You can add properties to your wishlist from here. When you're done adding, open the wishlist. Then sort the properties into all your preferences. Now it's time to submit your wishlist. Finished. It appears that you will choose to even match to this property type. Our mockup consists of several components. Each component has its unique role and communicates with each other to achieve its function. Let me introduce some key components. Atmosphere AI estimates the interior features from images. For example, it can analyze whether there is greenery in the windows or pattern on walls. We adopted a multimodal deep learning model called BLIP for this task. BLIP allows you to ask questions about images. In this slide, for the question, is the wall pattern? The AI correctly determined that you can see it in photo image. As a benchmark, we asked BLIP a question, is the wall pattern? Or is it 100 properties? And it correctly answered the question with an 89% accuracy. While traditional photo size only allow you to search by explicit parameters such as rank and size. Cyclie allows users to set search criteria based on implicit parameters derived from images. In this way, users can find better properties in a shorter time. Next, I'd like to explain about our matching API. This is a server-side component that derives the best match from multiple users' wish list. To maximally satisfy wishes of all users, we've adopted top trading cycle, which is based on game theory. Top trading cycle repeats the process of getting the top items for each user, then finding and removing cycles. As a result, it ensures the best possible matching results. It also allows users to stay in current properties if no match was found. In this algorithm, if you report your preferences honestly, you'll receive the best possible offer.
So, having been listening how a service solves problem using technology, I'm sure you're now curious to know how we're planning to make money from it, and here is the answer. Cyclie earns income from two sources. The first one is listing agencies, as they don't have to spend about half the brokerage fees they receive to advertise their properties, which is what they are doing now. So they can give some of the margin to us instead. And the other one is from landlords, and who benefit greatly from extra rents they receive thanks to reduced vacancy periods. We're planning to receive about 0.3 months worth of rents as performance fees. And finally, let me give you a brief overview of our targeted market and its future prospects. We estimate the size of the rented real estate brokerage market in Tokyo at 21.6 billion yen annually, almost half of which falls into a serviceable market, which consists of single people in their teens or 20s. Despite Tokyo's population projected to peak in the 2030s, we expect this market to grow robustly until the late 2060s due to the continuous influx of single young people and Tokyo's rented housing stock expected to expand at a rate of about 100,000 per decade. Cyclie will benefit greatly from the steady growth of the market. And that concludes our presentation. Thanks for listening, and we hope to assist you in finding better flats in the near future.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. So now we're moving on to the Q&A session.
The idea is very nice, and the concept of business model is good, but in this business, go-to-market strategy is very important. So who is going to be the first customer of the landlord, and also who is going to be the partner to expand this business?
Well, we're thinking of contacting some real estate companies. Well, I'm not sure if I should say actual names of companies, but Mitsui or Tokyo Tatemono or whatever, and they will introduce our service as part of their customer service, and tenants who are interested in using this service will contract us via those companies. And in terms of expansion, future expansion, well, we're not thinking of just confining ourselves to Tokyo, but to expand to other large cities, both domestically and overseas, internationally. Is this answering your question?
It's a business partner.
Sorry, what do you mean by business partner?
To expand this application.
Well, yes, listing agencies, yes. Yes.
Okay, so Hagia-sensei, just a short question, please.
Yeah, I have a basic question. How do you collect information about occupied rooms? Is that from landlords or?
Well, so they're like currently occupied by like our customers, users. So it's a swap service. So like it's basically a swap. So yes, does it make sense?
So the
Yes.
current tenants provide
Yes,
such
yes.
information. So what the incentive for the current tenants to provide?
So they can find flats much quicker and like in a more efficient way because they don't have to like do their own research, and we like use this AI recommendation systems which saves them like a lot of trouble. So yes, I think we have plenty of like yes. That's it.
So thank you for your presentation.